Spectrum Audiobooks presents Elemental Alpha, Non-Standard Progression, Book 1, written by Liam Lawson, read by Rafe Beckley. Part 1, Chapter 1. Jerrell Hawkins was looking for flowers when he found the Wolf Prince. The sky was dark overhead and the forest was pitch, save for the light of the stars. There was no moon tonight. The flowers he was looking for were called no-moon nolanas, and they, as their name suggested, only bloomed when there was no moonlight shining upon them. They also only grew in very specific locations. Dungeon Ostrom ruins, colloquially called dungeons, were fairly common. Once they had supposedly been battlegrounds for the heroes and champions of the dead empire, housing terrible monsters, traps, and treasures. How they had served in that capacity was a matter of speculation, because now they all were dilapidated stone structures that inevitably collected fossils around them. They weren't even necessarily impressive structures. The one near Archmouth was barely the size of a house. Jerrell, like many who studied the use of mana in the hopes of becoming mages, suspected that the buildings might have at some point been bigger on the inside, allowing them to house all manner of traps and monsters. Monsters did not concern Jerrell. The dungeons had all lost whatever power they had possessed when the dead empire collapsed, and the obelisk, miles and miles away though it was, wouldn't allow monsters within the reach of its power. But the wolf tracks on the edge of the clearing gave him pause. They shouldn't be there. He crouched down and ran an ink-stained and dirty finger over them. He'd been in the woods for hours, studying. The dungeon, resting in the centre of the clearing, was his last stop of the evening before returning home. Wolves didn't come this close to town. Humans were simply too dangerous and territorial for them to survive. A single wolf might have been understandable, but these prints were all of different sizes. This was a pack. Something about them set his teeth on edge. Perhaps it was the spacing or the gait of the wolves that was throwing him off, but the way they'd walked over each other was making it difficult for him to say exactly. He pulled up his pattern. It materialized before him, contained within a grey-black rectangle. Or rather, what there was of it materialized. Jerrell's pattern was incomplete. His first 3 motes, his trinity, not yet fully selected. If chosen carefully, their power would synergize to create a class. Currently, no thread of synergy connected Jerrell's only 2 motes.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?